Hey everyone, welcome back to FTB Revelation. Since we last left off, I've done quite a few things. You guys will notice here that I've been experimenting a little bit. Kind of took me a little while to come up with this. I still need to do some more work here. As you guys can see, we got some more stone there, but I kind of like the way this is looking so far. We got our grate here in the middle. We got water runoffs on the side with the vents there, the wire frame. We also got some grates on the side, kind of like, I don't know, just aesthetic and maybe possibly airflow. But like I said, we still got a little bit left to do on the roof there. Last episode, we set up our fission reactor, and I gotta say, it's been doing a pretty darn good job. I've let it run quite a bit just to kind of see about getting one of these fuel rods depleted, so we can actually get a depleted fuel rod. I believe once we get that, we can actually start making use of it and seeing about upgrading our fuel source to a different one. So maybe we'll even possibly consider maybe making a inefficient fission reactor so that way we can actually deplete these faster and get better fuel out of them for a better and more efficient reactor in the future. So that might be the plan. Might have to set up a couple of those inside of here. I am going to try to do some work inside of this power area very soon so we can start making it look a lot nicer, make it actually feel like more or less like a power station, power room, something of that nature. So probably going to try and see about continuing this tunnel over, maybe even straight over into the side of the wall, maybe having an exit over here, maybe closing this off. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it just yet. Still kind of playing with ideas in my head a little bit, but I've also done some mining. I've done a little bit of exploring. I've been looking for some specific items. As you can see, we currently have a few things running here, and this is, oh, we're currently out of power. Well, look at that. Huh. Well, guess what? We have a fission reactor. Been letting this thing run for quite a while with quite a few of the resources that we have, and just watch this thing just pump up the power, literally pump it up. So we got all of that coming in. We got some more ores in here. We still need to process. I'm not going to worry about all of them right now, just kind of the main things like iron. We got some copper still, which I still have some in there, some more tin. We got more uranium. I want to get some more thorium so we can make some more thorium fuel rods, but we'll get to that in a little bit later. So I've done some exploring, and I found some rubber tree saplings. Also got some more cows, got an egg, and a little bit of solidified experience, which I don't mind gobbling up real quick. A few items I want to go ahead and take down into the mess hall, but I'll go ahead and toss those into the chest for now. We'll do that a little bit later on. So I'm going to go ahead and go out, maybe see about growing some of these. Now, the great thing about that is grabbing some of this fertilizer from forestry. That'll make things a lot simpler. The reason being is I kind of came to the conclusion that getting around is a little hectic and a little bit more of painstaking than I want it to be. So I've decided to maybe see about changing that today. We'll see about getting around a little bit easier and possibly going out to visit that village I found off camera and I showed you guys about a few episodes ago. I need to find a good place outside here to start setting up a nice little rubber tree farm. These little guys, I've been trying to pick them up as well. Alright, so there we go. There's one right there. Little fertilizer, and usually these things will grow instantaneously. Generally, I like to do these kind of like that. And first off, I usually just try to chop them down until we start getting a little bit more saplings. So there we go. Got a few extras there. Didn't get any sticky resin from these few that we got already, which is completely okay. So I do want to make a nice rubber tree farm, but with that we're going to need more of the saplings. We're also going to want more of the trees grown and find some of the good trees that have some pretty decent taps. Basically, there's little spots on the side of the tree like this here. You'll notice them being, kind of like a amber color, and we want to be able to tap those with a tree tap from Industrial Craft. And once we do, we get some sticky resin. Now you can grab as much as you want until it goes away, but then it won't come back. But if you only tap it like once, maybe twice, sometimes you'll get lucky and being able to do it again. But if you do it too much, they will go away and they will not spawn back. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and maybe start setting up a nice little farm. We got a few here. Deer, you need to get out of the way. Sorry. Oops. Nope. Here, have some seeds. Really? You're gonna stand it? Move. Thank you. It's like I won't tell you twice. Of course, I had to, obviously. Okay, there we go. So these actually aren't looking too bad. As soon as we grow them, we've noticed we got a few taps here on the bottom parts of the tree. We want to go and start working on getting rid of the top part. Now with our axe, we can actually get more saplings now just by clearing out a lot of the area, and we can clear them out pretty simply. Fortunately, I actually knocked one out there, and that's, you got to be very careful using a cobalt axe head, because breaking the leaves is going to give you that momentum. And so if you actually accidentally hit the log there, it's probably going to go ahead and break that log as well. Using a scythe on this would probably be a lot easier, a lot better, and probably maybe even yield you a little bit more saplings out of this, but I'm not too worried about that right now. So I just kind of want to clear it up and kind of see what we have so far. So we got a few small good spots. We got a couple, looks like we got one there. We got, is that it? We got one there. So we got two on this tree. And so yeah, that's not too bad. That's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and start working on maybe making a tap. Now, unfortunately, we can't use rubber wood to make any actual wood out of. So I'm going to just kind of jump, skip, and hop over here. Use my lumber axe and chop down this tree real quick. We're going to make a quick tap real fast. I'm going to grab that egg too while I'm here. In order to do this, we're going to need to make ourselves a crafting table real quick. And let's grab a little extra wood. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I remember correctly, it's only going to take us about 5 pieces of wood in order to make a tap. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do that. We're going to grab one, leave the rest in here for a later date in case we need to come out here and we don't have the tap on us. So we go ahead and pull that one out. So as you can see, there's a little indent still left from that. If we hit it again, sometimes we'll get lucky and we'll get some more sticky resin out of it, which is good. As long as it doesn't go away, that's awesome news. Now, I'm not going to do that for every one of them because I don't want to risk losing any of these. But, I mean, we can always grow more trees, and obviously I got some more saplings. That's just not the way I like to do it. I always hear people telling me, oh, you can hit it more than once and get more sticky resin and all that. Well, really, in all fairness, I don't really need a whole bunch right now anyway. So, I'm going to save these for a little bit later on, and probably, can I see about real quick? Can we use the rubber wood to make a chest? Nah, rubber wood's not really good for much, apparently. You use it to make an empty booze barrel. We can use it as a fuel source. We can smelt it to get actual jungle wood, so we can actually use it for wood. We use it inside of a steam dynamo. We can actually extract it to get some more rubber, so that's cool. And there's a few other things, but not really too much, so I'm just going to hold on to it, just kind of put it there for now. So let's head back up to base for the time being. And we're going to start working on maybe getting around a little bit faster. Now, I'm going to probably do a little bit of cutting in and out of this episode because I'm probably going to do a little bit of exploring. And by that, I'm just going to do a little traveling out to a place I've already been. And but first, let's make it a little bit easier to at least get out that way. I'm going to grab my sleeping bag as well in hand. So what I'm looking at maybe possibly making is a jetpack. Now, typing in jetpack, and just even jet, we don't really have very many options inside of the pack. We have a jetpack from advanced rocketry. I don't know how well this one actually works, and I don't really want to go through trying to actually make it, because I don't think I have any blaze powder at all, actually. Or even blaze rods, because in the nether it's been pretty dangerous, so I'm not going to worry about trying to make that right now. We have this cinder jet. We haven't even started in embers, and like I said, I'm not too familiar with actually how embers works, or at least this cinder jet actually works. I've actually done some work in embers, so we might actually jump into that some other point later on. Extra utilities has changed the way to get the flying rings. There's a couple different types of flying rings, and yeah, that one doesn't really look very good. So we're going to stick with the good old industrial craft 2 electric jetpacks. And that's going to require us to make a few items real quick. Nothing too extraneous. So let's grab a few things. First off, we're going to need to make ourselves a forge hammer. We're going to need some iron and a couple sticks to get that. From there, I'm going to make us a few iron plates, and then I'm going to convert those down into the iron item casings. So we're going to need 4 of those. Might have a little extra iron plates, which is fine. We're also going to need some advanced circuits, but the advanced circuits also require an iron plate as well. A little bit of insulated copper cable and some redstone. There's a couple different ways we can go about making that, but for now, no big deal. So we're going to go ahead and grab some copper plates. We're also going to need to grab ourselves a pair of cutters. And if I'm not mistaken, I remember correctly, these 2 iron plates here, nope. Let's go ahead and take a look and see, because I'm probably getting a small detail mixed up here. So yeah, we need 3. That's what it was. Always get a little confused on some recipes. There's so many recipes I've remembered over the years, and things have changed, so you got to understand. I just kind of forget sometimes. So there we go. We got our 6 copper cables. We're going to go ahead and toss some of this sticky resin inside of here. We're going to do 12 and let our powered furnace cook those up real quick. Grab a little bit of redstone. Let's get back to the jetpack. Oops, not the jerp. Whoa. There we go. And let's see what we need. So we're going to need to make an advanced circuit. The advanced circuit's going to require some redstone, lapis, and glowstone. So we're going to grab a couple pieces of lapis, a couple pieces of glowstone, a little bit of extra redstone as well. We're also going to need to make the bat box. So we're going to need some wood. We're going to need some of these RE batteries, which requires a little bit of insulated tin cables. So we're going to need to start working on getting a little bit of extra tin going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab some tin, and we're going to go and hammer that down with our forge hammer, and hammer it down again to get the tin casings. Now, to get a little bit more, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of tin. Grabbed a couple extra just in case. I need some more of these casings. But we're going to cut these down into tin cables. We're going to use some of this rubber here, and we're going to insulate our copper cables, and I believe 3 of these guys. We also need to go ahead and put a few things away for the time being. Let's put some of this wood stuff away. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and see about jumping in and getting this taken care of. Alright, so there we go. We got 2 of those. What am I missing? Oh, well, look at that. Need some more tin item casings. So, here we go. So that should be enough for that. There we go. Now we just need to make this. We need 1 more insulated tin cable. Boop and boop. There we go. So now we should have everything we need. Bat box that pulled out of our wood chest there, which is pretty awesome. Very nice of it. Gold and silicon to make an analog circuit. Well, that's a lot easier. Probably should have did that first. Is there any other kind of circuits? I guess that's it. Okay. No big deal. We got a little bit of redstone. Oops, that was glowstone. I did not mean to grab that. Oop, oop. There we go. Actually, I need a little extra too. Okay, we got the bat box. We just need to get the circuit running. So we need another iron plate. 1 of those should suffice. Where's my hammer? There it is. And I like how it actually makes the iron plates from thermal foundation. It's pretty cool how this actually runs and works out. So, alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and get that made up. Our advanced circuit, and we should be able to now craft, with a little extra glowstone, our electric jetpack. Look at that. Look. Alright, so if we take a look at this, we can actually attach this, I believe, to... Oh, you are a butthole. How did you get in here and find me? So you gotta understand, our hammers have a little bit of extra smite damage on top of them. So if you run into a skeleton or a zombie, usually hitting them with your hammer, even though it's a little slower, just 2 hits, usually you'll take them down pretty quick. I totally forgot to sleep through the night. Look at me. A big dum-dum head. That's alright, we all make mistakes. All right, so let's go ahead and jump a few things into our chest here. So we got this. Now we need to find a way to charge it, but let's go ahead and run through this real quick. If I'm not mistaken, we can actually attach this to our armor as well. We need the attachment plate, which requires advanced alloy, iridium shards, carbon plates. Oof. Yeah, I don't really feel like going through and doing all that right now. I'll just make use of getting rid of that. Now, the other thing about our electric jetpack is that we're going to be flying up probably fairly high, and we want to make sure that we're not going to die from falling back down. And I noticed in the mod, in this mod pack, there's only one tiny little mod, and it's from something a while ago. We have long fall boots. Now these were from, I believe, the portal gun mod that iTunes made a long time ago, but they reincorporated them into a small, tiny little mod all by them lonesomes, and just requires a couple diamonds, couple obsidian, and a couple pieces of iron to get those taken care of and made. Now, I think we do have a little obsidian left. We do. Wonderful. Some diamonds and a couple pieces of iron. And what these will do is completely negate any fall damage we have from pretty much any height. So, wonderful, wonderful stuff. I just need to figure out how we're going to charge this now. Really? There's another one of you. You guys are just hanging out outside like a whole gang of you. Oh, you were about dead anyway. Ooh, I got his bow. Multi-shot. Ooh. That sounds kind of cool. Maybe for a later day. Alright, we need to find a way to charge this up. So we can actually charge it up, I believe, in an MFE? Or a bat box. Can we use a bat box? I think we can. Maybe not. We might not be able to. Might only require an MFE in this version. MFE or MFSU. See, tier 3. Okay, power tier 1. So we might be able to use a bat box. So if we go ahead and maybe consider making one more of those, maybe hooking it up to our power source, which we probably need to go ahead and turn off because I'm pretty sure we're at full capacity at the moment. I've been busy doing a whole bunch of other stuff. There it is. I was wondering what happened to it. What's the difference between these two? Bat box? Oh, that's a charge pad. That's the charge pad one. Okay. So let's go ahead and make up one more of these. We're going to need some more tin. So let's just grab a few pieces of those. Let's grab the tin cables that we put away, which I don't really remember. Didn't I have some extra tin cables? Wouldn't they be at the bottom? Or did I sort this? I did. And a little bit of rubber. We're going to need some more of that resin. Didn't put it in there, so I had to have put it there. Okay, let's go ahead and cook that up. All right, get our hammer out. Let's do a little hammer time. That should be enough of those. We're going to need some more redstone. And I think that's it. And then the wood we should be able to pull out of here, but it doesn't look like we have any made. So let's just go ahead and craft some up and toss it back inside. There we go. Love how quick that does the job for us. We're going to need one more of these guys and cut it up. Get some more tin cables. We're going to need 3, 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. We need 4 of these insulated. And let's go and see about getting this made. There we go. There's those 3 and a bat box. So we're going to go do a little testing real quick. We're going to see about trying to hook this little guy up to our fission reactor and see if we can get a little bit of power out of it into our bat box. I believe it said it outputted. Ah! All right, so it outputs high voltage. I was a little concerned about that, but a little testing just to make sure, and well, that's pretty obvious. Now, I would make an MFE, but those are going to take a little bit more to make. We're going to need some energy crystals, which require us to make another machine, and we're going to have to crush some diamonds down. So it's not too hard to make, but yeah. So Episode today might run a little long. I'm actually going to go ahead and make something else real quick. We're going to need a... is this an HV thing? I wonder if it's HV or MV. I want to say it would probably be a high voltage, so we'd probably have to make a high voltage one and step it down. But I'm wondering if we can actually charge this any other way. Let's see what kind of chargers we have. Charger upgrade. I'm going to store for later. Stacks up. Charger. Copper charger. Do we have any converters? Ash clouds? No. Converts EU to RF. Nope, I want it the other way. So what we might have to do is just make a another bat box, maybe just a simple power source from IC2 in order to power this. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and be right back. I'm going to make something real quick. We're also going to make a quick regular generator. Oops. From IC2. Pretty simple stuff. Just requires a few items. Things we've already made. And I'll be back in just a minute once it gets all powered up. And we're going to power this up. I'm also going to go ahead and do a little traveling. There's a little place I want to head out to. Just to kind of make time go by a little bit faster. I'm going to show you guys real quick on my map. Right here. I want this. We need some slime. And this is going to be our best bet. Plus this is purple, so that we might get a little bit of night slime out of this. Afterwards, we're probably going to head back out up here. This is where I found the village. And we'll see about capturing and maybe bringing home a couple villagers. Because we need some emeralds. So, I'll be back in just a minute. Going to do a little crafting. See you back in just a second. Alright guys, and we're back. So I basically went ahead and crafted those items back up. We got our bat box sitting here. Our generator being powered with some coal. And our jetpack is almost done charging. So we could actually make a few things like some more batteries and stuff and actually charge those things. But I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to replace that into our armor slot. And if we... Whoa, look at that. So we have to be a little careful. Thing's got some jump to it. But thankfully with our long fall boots, we should be A-okay. Did a little looking here. So our fission controller, I double checked, emits EV IC2 power. So yeah, we need to be a little careful with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this coal burn through. It's going to build up its internal buffer inside of this once it's done filling up the bat box here. And our jetpack holds 30,000 EU. This holds 40,000 plus an extra 4K there. So let's go and sleep through the night. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a little traveling real quick over to those islands, and I'll pick back up here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and mess around a little bit. Can we? Whoa! That's a new button. That's not quite what I expected. Woohoo! So let's go ahead and make a quick test of our long fall boots from up here. Boom. No damage at all. So if we go and take a look at inside of our options, we can go down to industrial craft, which shouldn't be too far. I thought they were alphabetical, obviously, I guess not. Exchangers, there it is, ICTU. So mode switch key is what we're going to be looking for. We want to switch this to something that is currently not being used. I would probably bring up inventory as well. So I guess, do we need to be... There we go. So you actually have to hover and push that button at the same time, and in order to enable hover mode. Now to disable it, do the exact same thing. Hover mode disabled, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and use this just to kind of help get myself out there a little bit faster. But once we get some of the items I'm looking for, it'll make things look and be a lot easier. So I'll be back in just a minute once we get out to that island. Alright guys, well I was actually on my way out to the other one and kind of cutting through a little bit. So if we click this button here, it's going to follow us to our player. So we're right here. I was actually heading out to this island, but came across this one that I didn't quite see before, which is actually kind of a cool thing because even still, it's not purple. The leaves are purple, which means we can still get night slime from these. And we're actually going to go ahead and do a little harvesting here and see what we can actually find. Now, we're going to get a little congealed slime here, which is wonderful. And you can see from them dropping, we get purple slime saplings. Only grows on slime dirt or slime grass. So we're going to pick up a little bit of that. We're going to maybe see about growing some of this because a little bit of this night slime is actually kind of awesome. This night slime, if I'm not mistaken, I remember correctly, if we put that onto our hammer, it's going to make it go even faster and faster, if I'm not mistaken. So if let's take a look at night slime. It has the unnatural, which I don't, or crumbling actually, which crumbling on that and unnatural on there. I think we want the unnatural version. So we might have to make the tough tool rod, which is actually kind of good because it gives us pretty good durability, a little extra durability, and a not too bad handle modifier. And I think it actually makes it go a lot faster if I remember correctly. So we're going to pick up some slime dirt. We're going to pick up some of this congealed slime and all that good stuff. I want to make sure we have plenty of that so we can make good use of it here in the future. We might be needing some more slime and stuff. Plus, what I'm looking to do is actually make something to get us... Oh, that not to mention it's bouncy. Very bouncy. Now, a little bit of the slime water wouldn't be bad either, but let's head down real quick. And we're also going to be heading back to base here in just a second. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of wood, a little bit of this birch just hanging around here. And we're going to make something kind of fun that I actually wanted to make early on, but we didn't actually come across one until now. So we're probably going to actually have to head back to base, actually. Because what I want to make is the slime sling. This requires a little bit of string and some slime blocks and slime balls. So I'm going to have to head back to base because I don't think we have any... Alright guys, back at base, toss my jetpack into the bat box. Let's grab a little bit of our string. We should have a couple pieces ready to go. We're also going to need some regular, that's dirt. Okay, we're going to need some regular pieces of slime. And one of those there, one of you there. And we're going to make this up as well. Slime sling. Now, if you guys don't have this readily available, or you do have it readily available, my words, at the beginning, wonderful to make at the beginning if you guys can find enough slime or the items required to make a slime sling. The other wonderful thing is that there are also slime boots that you can make. You can use them out of the magma, night slime, the congealed or regular slime, and these are actually just as good as the long fall boots, if not maybe even a little bit better, mainly because these little guys not only prevent fall damage, but they also make you bounce a little bit higher. So once you land from your bounce, things might get a little bit better for you. So if you guys have the option to do that earlier on, by all means. I really didn't quite have it. I mean, I guess I could have pushed for it, but I didn't really feel as it was necessary at the time. I'm just going to go ahead and place all these things inside of there. So let's go have a little bit of fun. We got our blackberry jelly sandwiches, and night is falling. We don't have a whole lot of time left. Actually, hold on. Wait a second. Before we do, I want to make one last thing. We're also going to need a little bit more string. We're going to grab a couple pieces. In fact, I might grab a little bit more. So let's come outside here. Like I said, today's episode might be run a little long. Hopefully not too long. But, oh, this is so much better. Just being able to fall down. Oh, I love it. We're going to grab some of this hemp here. We're going to make some of the, a little bit of the hemp string out of our industrial hemp fibers. There we go. That should be enough. I think we actually have a little extra inside of here as well. Yeah, we do. That gives us a nice, cool 16 pieces. We're going to also grab 16 gold nuggets. And what we're going to do is we're going to craft. We're going to need a little bit of experience in a regular crafting table, because I don't think we can actually do this in a Tinker's one. But for testing purposes, let's try. Alright, well, maybe we can. Golden lasso. Oh, look at that. We can. Wonderful. and it costs 8 experience every time we do. So every time, take a look down here at the bottom. I'm at level 35. Pull it out. 27, 19, and 11. It's a good thing to save up a little bit of that. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to have a little bit of fun with our slime sling. The way this actually works is you need to right-click it. Right-clicking it in the air doesn't do anything, but right-clicking it on the ground, boing! Nice. So if we do it at an angle, it pushes us out really quickly out into another area. So, wonderful stuff. I'm actually going to make my way out to that village. I'll meet you guys out there in just a minute. We'll probably be wrapping up here very shortly. See you guys out there. Alright guys, and we're back. So honestly, that literally did not take any time at all. Being able to use this slime sling in conjunction with the jetpack, the momentum from this, if you use it just right, I'm going to show you guys real quick, and you flip over and use your jetpack, it kind of keeps that momentum going, and it's wonderful. Oh, it's wonderful. Made things a lot smoother. Look at that. Look at that speed. It only takes a little bit of bursts from your jetpack, just kind of keep you off the ground. But we're out here to the village, and this looks like one of those immersive engineering guys. Or these are actually additions, actually. Look at that, he's got some refined canola oil. Look at you, little guy. Are void crystals hard to get? What are void crystals comprised of? Black crystal shards requires coal. Oh, that ain't nothing. Blue lamp, wood casing. Oh, dude's got a coffee maker. Block shatters, trying to break. Maybe it wasn't sturdy enough to be broken. Oh, you butt. Oh wow, he's actually got a crusher, and wow, this dude's got it going on here. He's almost doing. What? Dude's got laser relays. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. This dude's smart. So he's got a few items inside of here. We could just go ahead and be like super mean and just take them. In all fairness, I don't really see us really needing any of these things. But it's really cool to see what this guy's got going on. And finding one of these things early on will get you started inside of that pretty easily. Now, I'm almost tempted to just go ahead and grab him because he's kind of a special villager. Now, that's the wonderful thing about the golden lassos is we can actually utilize these to pick up a few villagers and take with us. So we're going to go ahead and run around a little bit and take a look at some of the villagers and what they have offered to trade. Some of the wheat ones I wouldn't mind having, but we might find some better ones as well. Alright, hello? Anyone in there? Nope. And I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of wouldn't mind finding a villager that would be wearing maybe like a cleric outfit or something like that, because I wouldn't mind putting them inside of our lab as well. Nice little addition and thought brought to me by someone I do care about. And Jam Guy. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Jam Guy has jam things. Are these good for anything? Can we make anything up? Oh, not really. So there's some books in there. Like I said, I wouldn't mind finding some like clerics or something because they kind of have like lab coats on. So maybe something like these guys out here. But I kind of am a little bit more wanting trades more than anything. So you're a librarian. I'll take you for now. There's a lot of these other guys out here. Not really what I'm looking for, but okay. A lot of them want string and wool, if you guys haven't noticed. Usually you'll find ones that want like coal and other things, but I think those are like blacksmiths and other things. So it's just kind of whatever you have. Now this right here, this is actually a forestry one. Has a actual bee house in the back. Has 2 queens going inside of them with some combs. May not be a bad idea to pick these up. Oh, and this house is made out of walnut. Oh, and it's even got one of these escritoire. Forest Princess. I might just leave this. Oh my gosh, a teak sapling. A padunk. A padunk. And a hill cherry sapling. Pretty cool. Now, I don't want to stay out here too long, mainly because once it gets nighttime out, I don't want the mobs to come out here and grab these guys. But if we can find another villager or so, I believe this is... Oh, this is the apiarist. Oh, I definitely probably want you. And then here is a cleric. So we're going to take a look at some of these other villagers we have real quick. This is the librarian one, so I wouldn't mind keeping him. You're the apiarist. I'm going to keep you for sure. Yeah, probably should have made some more golden lassos. So who are you? You're the arborist, also from forestry. I think I kind of want you, though. Because rotten flesh and the clerics are actually not too bad. I guess the clerics in this pack are a little different. What did you have again, buddy? Wheat. Did I want wheat or did I want... Nope, I wanted you. I wanted you. You're the cleric. What was the other one? Paper. Paper would probably grow a little bit easier. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of use out of these guys. I might come back and grab a few more a little bit later on, but for now, this should be just fine. And to wrap up today. So with that all being said and done, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode of FTB Revelation. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Plus, it lets me know you guys are still enjoying the series. And if you guys really enjoyed it and want to see more from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And the little bell notification next to it. That'll let you guys and notify you as well to when I post new videos on my channel. And yes, there's a pirate ship. I was gonna maybe take a look at that a little bit later. Oh, there are pirates on there. I don't know. Take a look at that a little bit later on. Maybe for another day. So with that all being said, if you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.